I'm just gonna do my intro. Hello and welcome to another round of this skirmish between QFF and Redcoats on OP First Light. Okay, commence normal talk again. There we go.
All right. Okay, so I think they're just gonna get out. Yeah, they are. So I've switched over to Queen's Fighting Fast.
Yes.
And yeah, so we are gonna see a Hummer now head on to rail docks, and Nilroom has a Humvee just passing, going to storage, and it looks like a Logi truck as well. Let me get my Strem ready.
Your Strem?
All right.
Isn't the
My
Strem?
my stream.
Is
Yeah,
the stream? Okay, it's not actually like.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, and we should have that off, which is good. All right. Alright guys, and that's not working. 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Thank you very much. Alright, yeah, welcome guys. Round 2. Good old, just a friendly scrim with good old Gek and Saint.
Hello.
Yeah, we did see, good old Gecky. Say hello.
Hello
wave,
again. I
make
wave.
It radio chatter.
Yeah, I'm waving. I'm also.
And basically, yeah, round 1, Redcoats on the United States side winning by 83 tickets, coming back. Probably one of the greatest comebacks I've seen.
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
top 3. First out of that sort of top 3, but yeah, coming back sort of 83 tickets, I think 200 down. And it looks like Jenny just saying, hello Sass, welcome to the dark side. Yes, very true. Thank you, Jenny. So yeah.
I did, like, while you were having your bathroom break, I was theorizing ever so slightly because remember last round, QFF were really active with their vehicle use, especially those recon vehicles, whereas Redcoats were actually very sparing in their Humvee use. We did see that crow on Nilrum, but that was about it in terms of active Humvees, and
Correct.
I was thinking. I was actually theorizing about if QFF would be more active in their use of Humvees than Redcoats were, just because they were so much more active in the use of their vehicles on the militia side. And it really looks like that's the case with Mad Annie on that Humvee on storage there.
Yeah, so they are utilizing the assets, definitely QFF. So it's sort of as you said, Redcoats that round 1, sort of sparing the assets and sort of keeping them, back on sort of defense. And then we saw QFF on the round 1 with a recon vehicle, exactly where Mad Annie is, using using the fences for cover, using the structures for cover, and kind of really taking their sort of assets in and using them quite well. Doctor 1 last round. Or Doctor on 3, fantastic in that recon vehicle.
Yeah, and Cat was actually using that recon vehicle as well in the end there.
Yep. Yeah, so we started to sort of see his change around in terms of crew inside these sort of assets. But yeah, let's sort of have a look and see what we have in play. Raildox captured by the United States Forces for Queen's Fighting Force. The cap on Nirum now happening, and already some QFF or Queen's Fighting Force already on storage, but they are slowly getting surrounded by the Redcoats on the western side, northwestern side, eastern side. So
yeah,
yes.
It doesn't look like this is going to last very long. Right now we've got 4 live members of QFF on flag here with I'd say at least a good 10 to 13 10 to 12 Redcoats pushing in right now, and they're getting super duper close. However, QFF are pushing in from the south here.
Yeah, they are acting a bit smart as well, Redcoats, because what they're doing, they're pushing the western side, they're pushing a few guys in the northwestern side, but they're getting around the back, they're getting around the southwestern side, and they're looking at the roads, so maybe eventually they can start cutting off a couple of QFF guys that are coming in from the southern side, if they do plan on hitting the west. So yeah, they're planning ahead, it looks like, Redcoats. I think they're going for the attack on Europe shortly, but yeah, it's looking a little bit bleak, and now Mad Annie's open top crow or Humvee, sorry, and already taking a hit from the
and it's definitely going to take a secondary hit, and there it goes, and that's the end of that.
Yeah, that's definitely gone, and they're losing the cap. Mad Annie's just a bit stressed in terms of the squad lead comp now, and everywhere in terms of the Humvee neutralization of storage site.
Yeah, and I do like. I feel like what happened here is basically a little bit of like their rush was super duper effective. They were really really quick. Just the follow through didn't come at the right time. They came basically now, which is maybe 3 minutes too late. And at this early part of the game, like you can win or lose a game in the first 5 minutes of the round, if you ask me. Especially when it comes to rushes and stuff. Now, we did see a huge turnaround by RedCoats last round, so obviously you can always turn it around, but it's increasingly difficult as sort of the game goes on.
Yes.
And right now, RedCoats have a solid hold on storage here. I think they've
they've got enough forces in the western side. They got enough forces in the eastern side. You know, pretty much an even spread here. Sort of in terms of the storage, so they're pretty much they're well tight.
And if you will look far south, you'll see Wooly and Scabby have actually managed to pass through the enemy lines completely undetected. I do not see like I'm looking at Wingnut and Benchil. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Bench. Sorry, man. And Bench here, and they are just not. They passed them quite close, and they're just not looking the right way. So I think Wooly or Scabby is a squad leader. We're just gonna check that.
Yeah, we got Fusion on their western side as well. So Fusion is gonna make his way over to Wooly and Scabby, and we are gonna see they're probably gonna place a fob probably down towards maybe that southwestern region of Niram. So they'll wait for Fusion there.
Yeah, and RedCoats actually dropping FOBs this round, which is because they already have an FOB, and that is I mean, like, because I don't understand why they didn't drop FOBs last round. And
they did, but it was just, I don't know. I think they were too caught up in the momentum of the game. They were constantly getting attacked. Mad Annie was just causing havoc with them. You know, they had no breathing space. So, you know, you end up going, oh, okay, we forget to place down a fob. We have to work off rallies. We're going for the attack. We're going for the defense. So, I think just for them, they did well. You know, to really just pull off the game with, you know, 90% just doing rallies.
Yeah,
absolutely. They put down a fob and then it gets taken down, you know, so...
Yeah.
Maybe for the United States forces, for them, they felt it was just, there was no breathing space.
Yeah, I feel like if you're playing an infantry layer and you only have 150 tickets, then sure, maybe you can try and do without FOBs, and that'll be fine. I won't judge you that hard for that, but when you have 500 tickets to spare and an FOB is only 20 tickets, basically. I say only, but it does mount up in the end. But I feel like an FOB, in terms of how useful it is compared to how cheap it is, like FOBs are OP as shit, right? 20 tickets for an FOB? That's like I'd continue to place risky fobs if they were worth 40 tickets. They're just super duper useful compared to how cheap they are. And right now, US side once again pushing in. However, storage site has been captured by militia, and I mention this every damn time I cast, but it's not always an advantage to be the first guy to capture what I call the fulcrum, or the middle flag, because when you capture a flag that's not been captured before, you do not cost the enemy tickets. However, if you capture that flag and the enemy push in, then that's going to cost you tickets. So it's
as well as we're getting QFF. Yeah, Mad Any, the hab on Bravo 3 keypad 1 sub 9, south, actually northwest side, northwest side of the
it's been spotted by Wingnut.
It is being camped by RedCoats.
Oh, you're talking about a different FOB. Okay, so QFF's FOB is being camped. Oh, I see.
Northwest side of Niram.
Yeah, it's Wooly, Fusion, and Scabby there. Camping that FOB. That's actually really, really nice. It's gonna stop their attack dead in its tracks, simply because everyone who's attacking wants to turn around and clear up that FOB.
Exactly, that's what Matt Eddie said. Everyone pull back to the hab. We are losing it. Redcoats, man. Like, Redcoats are now controlling that hab. We have a lot of United States soldiers down, being Queen's fighting force. Now we're probably going to see a couple of Redcoats maybe pull out of storage to support. But yeah, Matt Eddie's focus now is that hab, so...
And Wooly fighting beautiful. Oh, and the fob goes down. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's gonna set QFF back minutes. And it's gonna leave. It's gonna leave the Redcoats with a lot of breathing room. I'm sure they can just. They're probably gonna leave one squad in defense right now and attack with everything else, and hopefully set QFF back. Just push them back, giving them a lot more breathing room. That was beautifully done by Wooly, Grumpy, Scavvy, and Fusion there.
That was, yeah, definitely beautifully done. They headed all the way down towards the south side. I don't know if you can confirm for me, but did they place a fob down towards the southwest of Niram?
They did not. They have a rally point down there, but they didn't place a fob. Yeah, the rally point is south of this this Humvee that's looking around, I assume, for an FOB.
Yeah.
Either that or it's just searching for forces.
Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, now we got Wooly. I just saw him spawn in. So, they basically went down there to place a... I thought they'll place a fob down there, but it was just the rally point. And they've basically come back to Niram, and they've just discovered this hab. And now this devastation lies for sort of QFF and with that down. Matt, and he wants another hab up or another fob. So, and it did work well for Queen's Fighting Force last round, you know, playing as militia. They were constantly... putting down habs and putting down sort of fobs to, especially over in the last cap point on the rail docks on the eastern side, to really gain the sort of momentum and the reinforcements that they needed.
Yeah. By the way,
it does work. It does work.
Yeah. By the way, just quickly looking at the tickets though, in the early game here. Redcoats have been working super duper hard. I mean, they do start with that 50 ticket advantage, but it has been increased now to more than 100 tickets right now. So they've basically. Yeah,
you're looking at about 603 tickets they currently have. They have 520 plus 83, so it's around 603 tickets.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna add it, yeah, if we're gonna do the whole match math, that then I agree. I was like 603 tickets.
What?
Dude, you've been smoking too much wacky tobacco here.
Yeah, you got maconha. Too much maconha.
So, right now, basically, yeah, exactly. So right now, Redcoats have one squad on defense holding. And they are shooting at each other, it looks like. So they've got, Cricks, I think, yeah. And the rest are on attack, basically setting QFF back quite a bit just because they are now, QFF now want to drop an FOB, but they're also being attacked, and they have no attack of their own to speak of.
Yeah, we do have Mad Eddie. Mad Eddie is located sort of up towards that northern eastern side.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his 4 guys with him. Is he going to place a fob and a hab up there?
Yeah, the fob is going in the house, or the fob is going somewhere, and the hab is going in the house. I think that's. I'm
not too sure what he's sort of planning to do. Is he just going to place a rally? Is he going to place a fob or a hab? He hasn't said anything over the squad lead, sort of comms. So. But he would definitely want to keep mounting attack and do what he did last round and sort of keep the momentum and the attack going.
Yeah, I think he's definitely dropping an FOB because right now he's heading north, and there's nothing up there for him except for better concealed FOBs. So just it's the only thing that makes sense.
He's put down a rally point, and now he's going to start attacking.
Yeah, but that's
so the east side of storage. No one's occupying it on the militia forces, but the western side, we are seeing the Redcoats occupying that.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is actually quite interesting so far. It looks like the Redcoats are just going to extend their lead even further right now. Well, it looks like I feel like the longer the Redcoats can delay militia's attack, the better it's looking. I mean, because they cannot lose this by much. The Redcoats.
Yeah.
They've gotta stay on their toes, and they've got to keep this at the very least keep this an extremely even match.
Yeah, and Woolies Scavy sort of down towards the sort of south side of Nero, they have been located, so they have been marked. So they do. So QFF do know that they do have enemies down there. Yeah, so that's good to know that they do have that knowledge or that intel.
Yeah. And I feel like it's actually quite a brilliant strategy, just having this group here, just running around creating havoc, because it's gonna keep QFF on their toes, knowing that there's always going to be someone trying to get behind the lines and trying to locate FOBs and trying to. It's gonna basically force QFF to. Ooh.
And Mad Annie has found the hab.
Yeah.
The hab up towards the northern side.
Yeah, I just noticed,
they are
and
getting engaged.
yeah, and the FOB, if he just looks north and he sees that Logi truck up here, because the FOB is basically right next to that Logi truck, it is not well concealed. Mad Annie has gone down as well.
Yeah, Mad Annie's gone down. Chicken Nugget's still left alive as well as Jeff. They're going against Hawk now. Let's see if Hawk definitely has the eye. And he does, thanks to Jeff.
But Hawk might bleed out. Oh, Hawk bled out.
And Chicken Nugget's going for the dig. Chicken Nugget 20. Chicken Nugger.
Chicken Nugger, yeah. Chicken Nugger 26, I believe.
25. Chicken Nugget.
25,
make it
yeah.
Chicken Nugget. Make it easier.
But I mean, like, I'm always impressed when sort of the older generation want to play, and Chicken Nugger 25, obviously, being now 90, what's that? 19. If he's born in 1925, let's see, how old does that make him? That's like 75 plus 17 years old. So that's impressive right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And honestly, oh, he's just covering. Yeah, he's just covering.
Cover both. Yeah. So here we go. Ooh.
Oh, but he was spotted. He was spotted.
Oh.
And dead.
And Hawk's then gonna spawn and put another 6 bullets in and put more bullets in the
yeah,
dead.
Absolutely. Just making sure that corpse is not gonna rise from the dead and torment
and we do have
the
Mad,
living.
Yeah, directly northeast of the hab there. We do have Mad Annie and Stormer and Amber up towards that. So we'll see what they that they plan on doing. In terms of the storage, what are we looking at? We're looking at 3 redcoats, actually 2 redcoats on storage. Nirum, couple of QFF guys. They have contacts out towards their northwestern.
Yeah, and right now there is a US Logi on the north side here. Gentleman Pyro, I believe that's the Logi. Yes, Gentleman Pyro in a Logi north of Mad Annie now. So they have the ability to drop an FOB to attack Militia's FOB.
Yes.
And through that get storage. And Militia currently only have that one FOB. Oy. That's their only spawn point. And
so wow, okay.
Yeah.
So they want to take out that. Let's have a look. So you said near the Logi. Yep. Now I see the FOB there. It's in that sort of
So it's not like it's a hiding world champion 2017.
No,
yeah.
It's a tactic that redcoats do. They like to place it in an open space, so when people are digging it up, then they can GL it, they can RPG it or LAT it.
Yeah.
So they can have that sort of that eye on it. And I think Jeff has located it. He's looking at the Logi.
Absolutely, he's located it.
He just had his face, his right side of his face, sorry, just got ripped off by that RPG.
Yes. He fortunately is wearing brown pants, so
we are going to see that Logi truck down, but Jeff has definitely seen that fob.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Alright,
And it has, well, obviously, I can't see if it's been marked because I'm not on that team. And
let me have a look. And the hab has only been marked, but I believe they will come into contact with that FOB relatively soon.
yeah, and Nilrum Village, I mean, it's a constant battle, but I feel like QFF are holding their own. Don't
Yeah,
feel
they are
like
getting hit from two
militia.
sides.
Yeah, I don't feel like militia really.
Yeah. I think they can hold it. I think QFF can hold it. They are getting hit from the south. They are sort of getting hit from the western side as well. Yeah, it depends on sort of how aggressive Redcoats want to do now. Are they going to just go, all right, guys, that's it. Let's pull together and attack Nirum. And I think that Hummer may go down with Pliskin and Cat. I think we might see another Fright Cat.
Ooh.
So that's one hit, and can he get back to base in time?
Come on. I mean, you've got to shoot a rocket at him right now, or else he's going to make it.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, is he going to make it over to the repair station? Yep. That's the question. He's got seconds, literally seconds. There we go, but is it going to go anyway?
Yeah, I know. You don't know.
No, my God, that's so close. That's so close, man. That was seconds.
Nice little shot, though. That's a beautiful shot there from
absolutely.
To sort of get that sort of long-range shot. But yeah, it was only a sort of a matter of seconds now. Let's have a look at Nirum. It's only controlled by 2.
Yeah, and the Redcoats lost their only fob here in the north, by the way.
They lost their fob. Yeah, Madden just calling it in there. Out towards the northwestern region of storage site, that is now down. So let's see if Redcoats end up sort of... Let's see if they start sort of gathering up their forces on storage. They have put a large number of their forces on the western side of storage, so that should brace for sort of Mad Ennie's squad's attack out on that sort of western side.
The unfortunate thing as well is basically Redcoats' fob was northeast of them, and the rally point was between the fob and the flag, so like there was no chance of that surviving QFF moving from the Redcoats fob towards storage site there. It was just like doomed to die. But it does look like Zim is on the south side now, wanting to drop another rally point.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at him now. And in terms of Nirum, so they are going to start getting breached on Nirum. They do have a couple towards their south, and they have a couple coming in from their western side. So, if Redcoats can play it right, they could cause a bit of panic to QFF or Queen's Fighting Force on Nirum now.
Yeah, I mean, the force coming in is, well, now 5 guys, and it's versus 6 or 7 plus the vehicle. So, I mean, they are absolutely at a disadvantage, especially considering they're also attacking. And I do believe a lot of the militia forces right now are waiting to spawn. That's what it looks like, because they just look like they're outnumbered.
Yes.
And they look like they're outnumbered both in defense and offense, which means probably that a lot of them are still looking for somewhere to spawn.
Yeah, have a look now, that western side. Yeah, so now we have kind of, it's Mad Ennie's guys down on that sort of western side storage, but you have Redcoats down on the western side storage, still 2 left on the eastern side, 2 left down on the sort of southeastern side of storage, so...
Yeah, they did actually just destroy that attack. Really, really impressively done. I was sure that was going to be successful.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just sort of having a look and sort of having a look at Nirum,
and Redcoats actually in the lead on kills by about 17 kills, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so what are we looking at tickets? The United States Army Forces, Queen's Fighting Force, 332 tickets, and Militia Forces, 468 tickets. Ooh. Okay, plus the Militia Forces will have an extra 83 tickets added on because of the win in round 1.
Yeah, Mr. Math, what's the disparity? Come on.
It's 550 exactly. So
550 to 331. So that's like
331,
yeah, okay, now 330, that's going to make it even easier. So now it's 220 tickets.
Yep. So 220 tickets.
And right now,
We'll
RedCoats pushing in, and that Humvee needs to push out.
Yeah, he will. I think he'll be safe, but we are looking out towards the western side of Newham. I believe the Redcoats have a spawn out towards that western side.
Yeah, and now Jenny and Harry, only defenders left. Jenny moving in the open, gets taken out.
And goes down.
So right now, except for Harry, this flag is just wide open, and they can move in.
Yeah, wide open. Having a look down towards the southern side, it seems okay in terms of any militia sort of coming in. So yeah, it looks like militia or the Redcoats only sort of breaching out towards the west-northwestern side of Newham. Only Harry kind of left alive up towards outside the cap area as well. Now down, so there's no militia, Americans, sorry, at all on the cap of Newham. And having a look on storage, we are seeing a bit of progress here from, I believe, Mad Annie's crew.
Yeah.
Sort of on the eastern side, but they have to get a double neutral or something happening because the Newham is being capped.
Absolutely, and yeah, so he needs to get 2 more guys on flag, and he will start neutralizing right now. So it's just all about Ember, Stiley, and Stormer getting into that building. Actually now, with Hellfire and Zim moving in from the south side, he's going to need even more.
Yeah, all that's on.
Oh, there. Now he's capping.
Alright, so he's going to start capping now, and yeah,
so
this in terms of Newham,
theoretically could be a double neutral situation. Mad Annie pushing in, though, to get Rwanos here. And clearing out this flag.
Yeah, Mad Andy now saying just hold out Newham as long as you can. They do have a crow located on Newham as well. I'm just looking from afar. But that has to be very careful because it is in the open. And they don't want to be losing that crow. Definitely not.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I don't know. Hang on, I'm just gonna quickly check US main because no, absolutely. One of these vehicles have already been hit. I can guarantee that because one vehicle was hit, and there's just no way he'd have time to go back and repair and come back here.
Yeah. Alright, so so now we are going to see some QFF on that sort of eastern side or actually northeastern side, I believe. Yeah, squad 2 there. And it looks like Mad Andy now neutralizing storage as well. And they are holding it. They are holding Newham as well.
Yeah, so this is looking good for QFF right now, although they are getting killed here on storage, and I do believe they've lost. Sergeant Harry has probably found their rally point and taken it out. No, here we go, Jeff. In the north here. Yeah, okay, so their rally point was way north. Really safe rallies. I really like that.
Alright, both vehicles for the American forces on fire on Newham. One's pushing back to main, and we have now another pushing back to main. And it is the Crow.
And it's gotten stuck, or he's actually jumped out?
No, he's hit a wall, he's jumped out, he's fixed in his belt.
Yep.
We jump back in, but
now it's just dead, man. You just need to need to leave that
I
ish.
think that was a frag. Yeah, pretty sure that last shot there was a frag. So yeah, we'll sort of see if we can get that, and that's sort of...
That could have been a frag as well, God knows. But we will see. Time will show.
If it will blow. And he's gonna get back.
Absolutely. Really, really nice. And that is 12 tickets after all. And when you are below on tickets as well, it's absolutely going to save you. But look at this now. Once again, RedCoats pushing in. And they have the majority on this flag here.
Again?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a very narrow majority, though. I mean, they're up by 2 guys. So if 2 more people from QFF make it onto this flag, or if, for example, Blanchy kills Bats and then pushes in, but now he died, so never mind.
Yeah, Matt Eddie now re-neutralizing the storage site. So they were neutralizing, then they kind of lost it, and we saw the defending by the United States by the militia forces, but they are starting to recap.
Yeah, there's a big back and forth, but now though, Miss Jenny, like the guys on Nilrum are enough people and probably capable of getting on flag. It appears that Miss Jenny and Dragons, isn't that Dragos? Never mind. Are dropping a rally point. Yeah, there we go. So they are going to get right back in there, and as soon as they're back in there, they're going to be stopping that cap. They just need to be on flag, especially with these Humvees coming in as well. I don't think these guys have been able to reload their LATs, so they're going to be super duper exposed once these Humvees coming in.
Yes, that is 100%.
And RedCoats reporting that they're losing storage as well now. Yeah, storage is completely empty, but they're capping Nilrum.
Yeah, so the nearest Redcoat forces are located down towards the sort of southeastern area of the storage. We do have two guys of the Queen's Fighting Force on the western side and 2 guys on the eastern side of storage. So they're still in the cap there, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's have a look in terms of the tickets. 278 tickets for the United States versus Queen's Fighting Force up against the militia forces of Redcoats. 80 tickets plus for them. That should take us to around about 517 tickets for the militia forces, with the 83 ticket win.
So right now they're about down. Yeah, they're down almost 250. Actually, they're down 250 exactly.
And the United States Army Queen's Fighting Force neutralizing the storage site.
Man.
And they are, I believe, starting to take back Nero, if I'm not mistaken. Again, it's a lot of spotted fights happening. You're looking at Nero itself, north side of Nero, and then you're looking at storage site, southeastern side of Nero. So you kind of see this line of all these small little battles happening.
Yeah, but Redcoats though not repeating. Well, actually, they have guys on Castle already. We do have Wooly and Scavvy on Castle, but obviously it's just 2 guys, and basically the rest of Redcoats are completely out of position to do anything about that flag once that happens. And I do believe QFF have an FOB in position to attack Castle. The one on the north, what's that, northwest side? Isn't that an FOB northwest of storage?
Let's have
yes,
a look.
there is.
Yes, that is correct. That's
so,
Hab and directly north.
Right. So basically, QFF are in a position where they can respawn and start attacking Castle.
That's exactly what Matt Annie just said. He said, if you're dead, spawn in the north on that hab and start attacking Castle. But what Matt Annie will start getting is out towards his southwest, I believe it is. Yeah, southwest of storage. We are going to start seeing Blitz's crew with the Redcoats start coming in with a formidable force.
Yep. And yeah, absolutely. And the Redcoats they need to turn around right now, and they need to start attacking storage as well as putting more guys on Castle, because there's just no way that Scavvy and Wooly can hold back any kind of force. Now, they're good players, both of them, but 2 versus 7 is just hardly ever going to work unless you're like Nordic and Nordic's clone twin. Yeah, and then possibly that could work if they're both UAVing, but other than that, you have no chance whatsoever.
Oh, mates. Burn. Anyway.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah, Wooly and Scavvy or Scavvy on that castle. So they are going to get very shortly. They're going to get Harry, Bency, Oat, and I think Gentleman Pyro start heading sort of from the western side of Castle.
Dude, that's Cat.
No, it's oats,
Oh,
man. Oh my god.
fucking-
I'm done. I am done. It looks like an O. This is ridiculous.
It does look like an O. I see where the mistake came from. Ooh, Harry though getting shot. Yeah, so
just
right
having a
now
look
they're
at
calling for support. We're only 2 guys up here. That's what they're saying. And
Yep.
and right now
Harry
Redcoats
going
are
down.
on a timer.
Still alive. Pyro's still alive. Bency's still alive. Scavy going down on Castle. Wally's the only one left alive.
Yeah, and he has taken hits.
And he's fixing his belt. This is perfect for Pyro if he pushes.
And he should be able to hear him.
And on storage as well, Westside storage has been breached. It has been breached.
Ooh, Westside storage has been breached. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Pyro
they're
doesn't know exactly where it's been hit from.
yeah. So right now we've got Chicken Nugger and Ember, only
And
guys
we'll
left
take out
on
Pyro.
storage, and it might be the case that QFF have overcommitted ever so slightly to this attack, and because their defense is crumbling currently, they're absolutely losing this flag right now, and if they do lose storage.
Westside storage, do you have a fob up there for Redcoats?
No, there is no fob anywhere on the map whatsoever. On the west.
Okay.
Oh, actually, never mind. There is a fob on Westside Storage, yes, but it
Now
is.
that is not going to be resupplied because outside the Westside Castle, Hawk in the lodgy was taken down. So that will not be supplied at all for the Redcoats. So
Okay.
if they want to keep up the offensive on storage, they have to start using rally points. But they seem to be in a comfortable position and probably may take.
I'm just gonna. This isn't gonna be very relevant to you, but I'm just gonna give mad props to Madlove right now, who did. He shot a more than 150 meter LAT shots through heavily forested areas to take out a Humvee down here. Yeah, that was crazy. I just caught the tail end of that. But that was basically, hang on, if you look at Madlove's position now, he was just south of that in the woods here, shooting down Munster and his Humvee across the field here through some woods. It was absolutely ridiculous.
That's a nice shot.
Wow.
And it looks like, yeah, that Humvee was possibly escaping as well, just the position of it.
Yeah.
And that's all the way back to the main. Alright, let's have a look at storage. Westside storage looks like has been cleared by the Redcoats. They are starting to move into the east side storage area. There's only Styley and Chicken Nugger, 25 left alive, as well as Stormer and 2 other Queen's Fighting Force on the sort of eastern side. In terms of the castle, it looks like the QFF have control of the castle, but are getting contacts out towards their eastern northern side.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like this cap might be set on hold any moment. Ooh, there we go. Chicken Nugger getting killed by Stucky there, as well as Zigzag.
So Blitzer still left alive on this sort of eastern side, western side. Sergeant Herhe, Tazgear, sort of coming in on that. So they'll start re-neutralizing that.
Yeah,
they're almost, and QFF have almost neutralized Castle, but I think we may get a double neutral in play.
Absolutely, but I feel like this is favoring QFF simply because they have the HAB. They have an HAB. They can spawn in and they can push
and then
it.
they can push down.
Yeah, better supply lines in general. Like they can basically now they can sit on castle. They can gauge the strength of the attack put against them, and when people start dying, they can just start spawning there and letting them continue the attack on castle. Basically, they can figure out if they need a full squad here or 2 squads or what they need, and just.
All right. Yeah, just in terms of the tickets, United States Army 230 tickets, so that's the Queen's Fighting Force, 339 tickets for the Militia Force being Redcoats. Redcoats do have an 83 ticket advantage, should take them to around about 410, maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah.
Let's say 415 to be safe on that side. So,
but if we're looking at the ticket disparity, used to be 250, now closer to 180.
Yep.
So I
Alright,
think
so-
QFF absolutely on the offensive here, and literally like if QFF, yeah, and right now Blitz is saying we're gonna lose storage. QFF.
Yeah, I just had a look then. They are starting to attack that sort of eastern side, western side as well. Western side, Sergeant Herhey, Snakeo, and they're taking back storage. They're taking back storage.
And if that happens, that's gonna close the gap by another solid 50 tickets at the very least, just because of the fact that you lose this so-and-so points by losing the flag, and then not to mention all the deaths just by trying to continue attacking.
I think it was luck as well. Kind of as I said before, you know, the Redcoats have a fob located out towards the western side storage side. I think they're about to lose a Humvee, sorry, up towards the northern side castle, coming in contact with the recon vehicle, and we'll soon see what happens there. But I think it was just luck played out for QFF. They had the Redcoats. Oh my God, I just heard that.
That was Alaric shooting at that Humvee just as it passed, and there he goes down. But that's...
Alright, so that takes him down to 222. But yeah, it was luck on the QFF side, with Redcoats having the fob out towards the western side, but the logic truck for the militia forces went basically outside their hab. Okay, so once the guys left the hab, here's a logic truck, let's shoot him out. So then you just see Redcoats not being able to resupply that fob on the western side storage to give them reinforcements, and now we are seeing a cap on storage, and we're going to see a cap on castle. So,
yeah, absolutely, and that plays a huge part. The thing that Hawk didn't know driving that Logi there is he was basically driving it directly for QFF's hab, and he was bound to meet enemy up there. Obviously, he can't know that, but still. Okay, so storage definitely capped. Yep,
there we go.
Castle.
So and now we have Castle, a tiny squad now. Miss Jenny, Harry, Drago, Cat, and another on this. But they are going to get surrounded. They are going to get surrounded by Redcoats momentarily.
But I mean, like, at this point, I think... I'm not, like... If let's say I was Mad Annie. I was on... I think Mad Annie is the guy on... flag on storage. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
if I were the guys on
storage,
if I were the guys on storage, I would either stay there and die, or I would just move out immediately. There's no point fighting Blitz there. You know, you could just leave, because there's if Blitz stays there, that's just fine for you. If you kill him, you give him the opportunity to spawn on the north side, and give him a quicker way to castle, basically. So you're better off leaving that situation, saving yourself tickets, and leaving the enemy in a bad position, basically. But then again, if you do stay, you risk dying yourself.
Oh, what a shot! Doctor 1 or Doctor on 3 was bandaging. Blitzer comes storming in, and like he jumps, and luckily on his 6 he had his good mate Amber here. And wow, that was just luck.
Wow, yep. It by the way, is definitely Dr. 1. He corrected me to say it's Dr. 1.
I'm sorry, you said Doctor on 3, I'm gonna use both. I'm gonna say Dr. 1 or Doctor on 3, man.
Alright.
I will change it.
Alright, so...
Alright.
On Castle, I would say QFF still looking strong, and the tickets...
Captured it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Tickets have been evened out significantly. Now only a 50 ticket plus the 83 lead for
the militia Redcoats. So you're looking at around 83. That's 308 plus another 40. About 348 tickets, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 351.
Yeah.
All right. So 351 tickets for the Redcoats militia.
Yeah, speak of the devil, though, militia now pushing into castle and are capping. They've managed to squeeze out the last of the redcoats, and the last of QFF. There we go.
Yes.
And QFF now need to push back, which is going to cost them.
Railroad site.
All right, so oh, nice. So that's actually pretty decent. Redcoats here, not taking any chances. Actually, already have a full squad on railroad. Just to make sure QFF haven't pushed up, because that would have been devastating.
Yeah, they don't want to kind of a replay of what happened in round 1, where they got pushed all the way back to their sort of their first flag. But of course, momentum and pure Redcoat spirit, they end up sort of pushing through. But yeah, they're thinking about it. You know, even though with the 83 sort of tickets, we are starting a closed gap, 223 to 254. That's a very closed gap. Their 83 tickets will start dwindling away momentarily, you know, if the castle is capped. So, yeah, you have to play it safe, especially for the Redcoats and Militia, and get on Railroad Village.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to say this, though. I think QFF are planning a FOB on Delta 3, Keypad 7, Sub 3, which is located directly southeast of Railroad Village. Okay, so
yeah, I know where you mean this area.
yeah.
I'm actually marking it. So I do believe QFF have an idea about where the Redcoats hab is as well, north of Castle. I think QFF are wise to it.
Still on that western side, Alpha 2, Keypad 5, Sub 8. So the hab is still located on there.
Yeah. But I think they are they suspecting a hab from Redcoats on the north side there? Is it marked, basically?
Well, no, they're not. They're not suspecting anything on the northern side from the Redcoats.
Yeah, I just I noticed a lot of them moving north from the hab. Basically, they're not going straight for flag. They're flanking on the north side.
So we have Militia now recapping the castle, I believe, or neutralizing. You know, they've neutralized the castle, and we oh my god.
Wait.
Mad Annie south side of Railroad Village. Yeah, he's probably going to go for attack on Railroad Village.
Yeah, so Redcoats Wooly just reported he found the FOB.
Let's have a look, and
he's on the north side, yeah, near me here.
Wooly and Grumpy, yes, he's so close.
Yeah, we're still
he's very close to that FOB, and it is located in these trees. Cue the Predator music. Look there, past the trees. I think, my god, it's somewhere here. There it is. Alright, right here.
Alright, yeah, so they've had eyes on that FOB, basically.
There we go, yeah. My god.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I suck. I suck at locating FOBs.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it as well, so don't worry about it.
Okay, so they will know to attack that. If they do attack that, that's going to give so much breathing space to the Redcoats, in terms of the attack on Castle. It's going to be a massive, massive breather.
Yeah.
For that. And
QFF now have stopped the cap on Castle as well. It's now a 2v2 on Castle, so that should be basically blocked. However, yeah, and right now it's just about like if Kosh Klein. God knows what that name is.
Yeah, Kosh Klein. Yeah.
Right now he's just pushed in, and now they should be capping again. So Redcoats looking good at the moment for Castle. It looks like they're going to be able to recapture, and QFF just look like they're a little bit out of position to get that. And if Redcoats manage to capture that.
Friendly fire there for Hellfire and Eldrick. Okay, so that takes down one in terms of Redcoats on the cap there, but we do see Jeff and Zigzag getting taken down by Hellfire.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of see in terms of the QFF Queen's Fighting Force are gonna start pushing north.
Yeah, I think what they want to do is defend their FOB, because right now Harry, Wooly, Grumpy, and Fusion all pushing towards it. Scavvy also super duper close.
Alright, so we are going to look at the tickets now. 206 tickets for the American Forces being Queen's Fighting Force up against the Militia Force of Redcoats, 223 tickets. Very, very close on tickets here, plus the 83 tickets for the Redcoats because of round 1. That should have taken them to around about...
They just, yeah, they just received a
Still
bump
over
in
300.
tickets for capturing, so...
Yeah, that's what threw me off just then.
So there you go.
There's still over 300 or so tickets for the Redcoats.
Yeah. So that's actually a little devastating for QFF. They're losing that flag. That was a pivotal moment in this battle here.
And they've lost their HAB.
Yeah, the FOB is gone.
Yeah, so the FOB has Scavy on it now.
Oh,
just
yeah.
up towards the northern side. Woolly's still alive, Grumpy's still alive, and Fusion's still alive.
Yeah,
for the Redcoats there. But yeah, it looks like the Queen's Fighting Force now getting dragged away from the capture of Castle, and they're looking to protect that FOB.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and do they have any defenders on? Yeah, they do have defenders on storage, yeah.
Squad 3 ended up just heading back there. Just in case they do get back capped, because Castle has been fully capped, I believe, by the militia forces now. Yes.
Yeah, and Blitz, here's the sort of the disadvantage here by going, yeah, Mad Annie actually all the way over at Rail Docks was hoping beyond hope that they didn't really go for that, but Blitza and the crew still here and way behind basically the lines of battle. I think now pushing south, going to flank on storage eventually, but they're still way off.
Yeah, we have Jenny now coming into the castle. We have Ambeck already on castle. Dr. One now sort of coming up to the castle. So we may see a slow neutralization for the American forces on castle being QFF, and the FOB going down. FOB is going down in terms of...
So that's going to be another 20 tickets. But then again, if you trade the flag for the FOB, I mean, if they manage to now secure Castle, they will regain a little bit of tickets capturing Castle. I feel like that's worth it if they can hold Castle despite losing the FOB.
They've done better. They've actually dug down the HAB. So they've dug down half the HAB and kind of left the FOB still up. So yeah, very smart there from Woolly and Grumpy out on that sort of western side. So the FOB's still up for the QFF, but the HAB has been dug down sort of halfway. That's going to stop any sort of reinforcements for QFF sort of coming in. Squad 2 still have a rally point located on the western side of Castle, but that's about it in terms of reinforcements. So... And Mad Andy just getting stuffed.
Yeah, and Hawk have killed everyone inside here as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And now taking out Jenny as well. Wow, that's pretty devastating.
Yeah, we are looking at 131 tickets now for the United States Army QFF or Queen's Fighting Force up against 211 tickets for the Redcoats, plus the 83 will take us to 294 tickets. 294 tickets still in play for the militia forces.
Yeah, but I mean, if we do this the way I usually do it, we basically say that instead of militia forces having like 290-ish tickets right now, 294, I would rather say that U.S. side currently has roughly 50 tickets to win the match in. Right?
Yes.
If they spend more than 50 tickets right now, they've basically just outright lost. There's nothing they can do. Obviously, only having those 50 tickets makes it incredibly difficult because you can't lose. Like if they take out that FOB right now, they're going to be close to just straight up winning the match. Yeah.
And is that what they're planning to do? It's a possibility that Wooly and sort of Scavy.
I think they just took it out.
Yeah, they have just.
Yeah, they took it out. Yeah, 107 tickets now. So this is looking grim for QFF, especially now losing their hold on Castle. sacrificing that FOB for nothing, basically.
And holding only 3 flags. You know, they do hold storage, but it's not enough of a sort of a ticket bleed to really cause any.
No, it's a ticket a
Any
minute.
drama.
So
Like
if
that.
the match lasts another 204 minutes and they lose 0 tickets, they are absolutely on the winning side here. But to be realistic, I don't think this match has it. Yeah. Basically, there's
And
not
yeah,
enough minutes in the game for them to win on ticket bleed.
Yeah, you're coming up to almost another hour sort of a play. We're coming up to around about an hour and 6 minutes now. But we are seeing, again, kind of like we saw from RedCoats in round 1, sort of late game bloomers. And now they're going to start hitting the eastern side storage with a basic full squad. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 guys. But yeah, so we are probably going to see
Yeah, and their timing
monster
couldn't
of
be
attack.
better either, because I think this is basically right now storage is at its weakest. You see a huge amount of people spawning,
mate.
moving north, so
Yes.
they're just moving further and further away from helping their teammates. The poor 3 guys currently on storage, and Cat is moving away from where the attack was coming from, unawares to him, obviously.
Yeah, so like now we're gonna see Pliskin and General Pyro on the southeast side, now getting contact on the storage. Bliss is now gonna start moving in these 7 guys into the eastern side of storage. That cap's gonna start happening, and now you've got QFF or Queen's Fighting Force so far away that the only thing that they can do is attack Castle.
Yeah,
That's gonna be their last bet, and try for a double neutral.
absolutely, and it's. As well, it's sort of when you're in this situation as QFF also, they know they need to win by at least 80 tickets, and at 98 tickets, they know that ruthless aggression is the only way out, and just hoping that the enemy doesn't actually attack you. And they went for it. Unfortunately, RedCoats attacked their flag, and right now they're just going to be like, if this ends up in a double neutral, then QFF just lost straight up. There's no way they can win the match unless they stop this neutralization.
Yeah, if they can neutralize and cap before the neutralization happens on storage, which is it's slim to none.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to see sort of much happening.
I mean, QFF managed to push in and are now capping Castle. They have killed nearly everyone there. Only spoke too soon. Hellfire is now dead as well.
They're still on the outside. They haven't pushed in yet. It's kind of like, even though we can see a lot more than they can, but it's like you've got to get in the cap, guys. I know you want to play it safe, but you're in you're in the last moments of this game.
Yeah, you gotta be in. The thing I say,
just
like,
get on the south side ruins. That's what you have to do. Get in the southwestern side ruins. Just get your guys in there, troops in there. You don't have to be in the actual castle itself. But yeah, man, you want to get that double neutral happening.
Yeah, and it's like when I squad lead, I want people on cap. I say, get on cap. If you're not on cap, you're not doing your job. Basically, it's like you gotta be on flag. I don't want you in and around flag. I want you on. You need to.
Flag.
Yeah, if you don't see the thing on the top, you're not doing what I'm telling you to do. It's.
Yeah. So now we are going to see QFF or Queen's Fighting Force now start to push in towards the center mid of the castle, and they are starting to cap, but General Pyro is stating they are about to lose the storage site in terms of neutralization.
Yeah,
so,
there we go.
There we
storage
go.
neutral.
So they kind of, in a sense, they need this, but as you said, you know, if they're coming up to how many tickets? 93 tickets, 171 tickets. If they can capture storage fast, then have enough forces on castle and hold it, and really bleed the enemy in terms of kills. If they find a fob, if they destroy a couple of assets or something, maybe they can start dwindling it down. They could maybe come away with a win, or they could just get a less of a loss. You know,
yeah.
You know, there are miracles in squad, but it's really how RedCoats at this moment play, and how are they still on a high or aren't they? You know, it's
And right now, we have a Humvee just drove into the center of storage, and he's taken, well, 1 frag hit and 1 heat round. And really, anything done to him right now is going to cost the team more tickets than they... Oh, there we go.
That was lucky. Actually,
Yeah.
he's still on fire, though.
No, but I think that hit. I think he's a goner.
Yeah. I think it might be. Yeah, neutralized on Castle.
No,
And
I
he
don't...
just got out. He's just ditching it.
Yeah, but that's, like, at this point, 89
Alright,
tickets.
Yeah, sort of in terms of storage, only General Pyro is still left alive on this point here. They're still going. No comment of what has just what is that?
That is beautiful physics engine.
Floating militia.
Yeah, but
oh, there he goes. All right.
I actually
he's
read a
celebrating
little
too
thing
early.
about this where they have a bug where basically they have 2 kinds of physics engines. They have the complex and the simple. And when stuff like this happens, it is when a simple object that's supposed to react with the simple physics engine accidentally reacts with the complex physics engine. So,
He's
and
celebrating. That's
yeah.
On storage.
apparently it's been fixed though.
Get on castle when you can.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. I've
It's
got
nice.
to admit, it is a comfortable.
Okay.
He just
Yeah.
won't stop.
He won't stop, will he? It's
Stop
kinda
the
like yesterday.
madness.
I had the same thing yesterday. Nice. So we have Mad Eddie now coming in with Stiley on the eastern side. Still got Stucky to deal with. Mad Eddie now going down on storage.
Yeah.
Still having Nom to deal with as well. In
Yeah.
terms of the castle, QFF still holding it quite nicely. But in terms of tickets, 85 tickets to 158 tickets for the militia forces, not including the 83 tickets from last round. So
Yeah.
right
And this
now,
body finally stopped bouncing, by the way.
it stopped bouncing. Bouncing Betty has stopped, and as long as they cap the storage, okay, that's
Yeah.
good. If they can cap storage and cap castle,
Stucky is
it's
definitely
possible.
dead. There we go. And right now,
Yeah.
yeah. So they cleared it out and
Okay.
neutralized. Yeah. So right now,
But again, east side, Blitz's squad now coming into storage again. So they're pestering. They're constantly pestering
absolutely.
the Queen's fighting force and just not giving him breathing space. You know,
And
they're
Bats,
gonna cap
Bats,
storage.
Wooly, and Scabby now found the hab.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Radio on you, Wolf.
They're on a fob.
Okay, so they found the FOB. Yeah, and that's it.
That's gonna take him down to 62. That's gonna just widen the gap.
Yeah, and there's not enough flags to cap to regain that many tickets, so that they'll. Yeah, it's
no.
just not gonna. Yeah, that's it.
What I'm trying to do right now is
They can, however, stop
create
this.
momentum. Yeah.
They can,
They
however,
can
stop
stop it.
this. Oh, and they're shooting. They're shooting. Come on, GLs. Didn't get him.
Heels aren't doing their busy. Yeah,
Oh, but he's no longer digging. He's no longer digging. He needs to bandage.
Can't keep him busy, mate.
And they're not digging.
So here you go. All right. Do we go and defend? Do we defend storage, or do we go and save our hab, which is 20 tickets? Save your hab, dig down the hab, get I mean the fob, get rid of it. Okay, you don't need it. You don't even have a hab there, and then go back to storage.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
that's what really should. You know, you're playing a close game here, man. Like
yeah, but I mean
80,
that's sort of what they
70.
did. They just split up to do it, and I feel like because
Yeah.
there are now 3 guys on storage, they desperately need to be at least 1 guy on storage. And right now, Blitz is trying to push in, but storage, if they can cap storage while holding Castle, and right now, oh, Castle is falling, man.
Castle is falling. It is.
Oh,
I'm
that's.
having a look. There's only 1 guy left, so they're so spread out. The battle lines are so spread out for sort of Queen's fighting force. They are doing well on Castle. Don't get me wrong. There's still a couple of guys left alive. Hawk's still left alive. Fusion's still left alive. Okay, Wing is still left alive for QFF, and I think someone to the south as well. On the western side of Castle, there's a lot of dead bodies for Redcoats. Okay, so
Absolutely.
it's not bad. It isn't bad, okay? But there's so many fighting fronts that they've got to consider. Now they're losing their fob again. on the northeastern side of storage, which
Yeah.
is 20 tickets.
They've
That's
just
going to take him down to 35 tickets. Man, I'm trying to like ramp up and say no, QFF
Yeah.
can come back and win this, but it's narrowly just.
yeah, and they just lost their FOB as well. So right
The
now they're at
FOB
55 tickets to 151.
55, that should have taken it down to 35.
We are Cap Castle.
No. They were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have
The
looked
FOB
at it,
is
yeah.
gone. Yeah.
So now it takes it down to 55.
And basically they're at negative almost 30 tickets, negative 29 tickets in terms of just the score here right now. This is going to be.
The kills are great. Look at the kills. 204 for the US Army QFF to 212. Like the kills are exactly the same. All right, it's now sort of coming down to the caps on the points and the flags. It's coming down to the fobs lost. You know, that's really all that's gapping QFF from RedCoats at the moment. In terms of Castle, Castle's going to get recapped now by the RedCoats, being the militia forces, and yeah.
Yeah, but right now I think in terms of, because I don't think QFF have any FOBs. I see some of them spawning by US main, and
that's correct. No FOBs at all.
So basically this means that right now Redcoats can like, okay, now they captured Castle, they can just start rolling south. They can just start rolling south. There's nothing to be afraid of. Obviously they can't know that there are no FOBs, but they can assume, like when taking out that one and the one they took out first, and then the second one they took out just recently, they can assume that right now their supply lines are extremely thin. We might just be able to just roll down and
roll
squeeze them
down
out.
and start capping it. Yeah, so we're gonna get Fusion, Wooly, and Scavy who took down that fob to northeast, the QFF fob. I think they're gonna start rolling down on the eastern side. Blitzers is probably gonna start rolling in with Taz gear on the eastern side as well. And yeah, they'll probably play it safe. They'll keep a squad on Castle. But yeah, it's coming down to Mad Annie and Drago asking to. Yeah, Mad Annie. Okay, Drago asking Mad Annie, should we just bunker down on storage and hold it? He says, no, we should keep attacking. Okay, so they're not giving up. You know, 43 tickets for the American force. They don't know how many tickets the militia forces have.
No, absolutely.
You still have to have the mentality of it can be a close game. You know.
Yeah, not only that, but you can also have, like, because the final score could be like it is looking like now closer to 180 tickets in terms of what RIP and Redcoats are going to win by. It's looking like it's going to be closer to 180 tickets.
Yep.
And if you can sort of, just on paper, right? If you can make that number, let's say Redcoats had 100 tickets less. If you can make that number like 70 tickets, it's going to look like a super even match, right? Anything sub 100 could have gone either way, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just because, because that's not really a big number in the end, especially when you have 1,000 tickets in total to sort of mess around with. So it's
we got some enemies here,
yeah. So I just feel like it is a worthwhile fight just for the paper of it, sort of just for the end of it, where you see like we really didn't lose that much. It was just sort of, it could have been a little bit of luck, it could have been blah blah blah. But when you see something like 180 tickets, it's more of a decisive win. I would say it's more of like a medium.
Yeah, medium win, yeah. Yeah, it's a medium win. Yeah, so what are we looking at now? 28 tickets for the United States Army Quick Fighting Force.
Yeah, they lost a Humvee, I think.
129, yeah.
Yeah, they did
the
lose a
129 for the militia forces, plus 83 tickets. It still takes them over 200 tickets, so 212 tickets, I think it was. So for the Redcoats.
Yeah, so basically if they lose tickets one for one from this point on, it's going to be a roughly 180 ticket win, 170-ish.
Yeah.
For Redcoats. I'm not calling it quite yet, but I will say this. I don't think QFF can win. I feel like that's a safe statement right now.
Yeah, like it's gonna take a dramatic turn for Redcoats, but they can't. The United States don't have the tickets to cover the 83 tickets from last round.
Yeah,
So,
there's just
yeah,
not
you know.
only that, but like you do gain a little bit of tickets, but there's only 2 other flags to capture, so you just cannot capture enough flags to yeah.
To be able to sort of regain that.
Yeah.
They could, you know, if there was a dramatic turn for Redcoats and they end up losing the next 120 tickets in no time, you know, they could win the round, but yeah, they sort of won't take out the scrim. Wow, what a hit there! Snako on the southeast side, taking out, I think, Stiley crossing from west to east. That's a beautiful frag grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a really, really good match, and it wasn't the steamroll that we were afraid of, though. I don't feel like, it wasn't.
Yeah, very true.
QFF definitely got back on their feet and kept fighting.
Yeah, and you know, sort of hearing the comms over on sort of Queen Fighting Force, Matt Ennie is still in the fight. He doesn't have, well, guys, sorry, you know, we did our best. None of that. Just like still in it. He's like, alright, we have this many tickets left. Keep going, boys. Keep going.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's far better player than me, because like the first death I get, I'm going like, oh, it's all lost, boys. I'm throwing in the towel. First time I hear a bullet whizzing past my ear, I'm ready to just go home, man.
Why am I fighting this war?
Why am I fighting this war, man? Life is pointless, dudes. Let's not even bother. Squad leader, can you drop a rally point? Oh, what's the point?
What's the point, man? I'm down. It's just... Dude, we just started the round. Well, you know... Better,
when does anything really start, man? What's the point of it all? The beginning is just the beginning of the end, man.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah. But no, I don't really play like that, people. Just don't believe the hype.
Do we ever? Do we? So 23 tickets, Matt, and now sort of yelling out. A majority of the Redcoats are staying back.
Yeah.
They're staying back on Castle. They're playing it safe, and they'll just allow, you know, just for allow for their sort of spotted forces just to do what they can. Are we gonna look at now? You know, the Americans holding 3 flags, right? So they got the 1 ticket bleed over militia.
They do. So theoretically, if this was RIP, right? RIP are basically the bastards of patience. They would just go, oh yeah, no, we're bleeding the enemy tickets. Yeah, we're just gonna hold it out, right? We're good.
Yeah, we've got 49 minutes. That's 49 tickets for them. We can do it, boys.
Fuck it, 49 tickets. I'll take that chance.
Let's take it, boys. Yeah.
Like that's I think I can't remember how long that match was, but it was like 1 hour and 50 minutes, something like that. It was RIP versus.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it was on Kokan. And RIP were just like, well, we think we're up on tickets, so we're just gonna pack it in, right? And they just went full on defense, and that fucking match just lasted forever. Yeah, that's the most exhausting thing.
You can't do it. It's like, alright, and you know, it's like the Simpsons episode of when they cover the World Cup or the soccer, and it's like, and the striker holds it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Center pass back to
Yeah, and it was.
Not much you can do.
Yeah, it not only that, it was like we were basically it was, I can't remember. I think it was Winsky and Trixie. And they were crawling through a field for about 15 minutes trying to find an FOB on the other side of that field in Kokan. That's a big-ass map. And they were basically crawling through a field. 15 minutes. And we paid attention to that. And we were like, yeah, they're getting there. Yeah, definitely getting somewhere eventually.
Yeah, that slow and steady wins the race, but hurry up, man.
Yeah, that was fucking painful. And then they finally got there. They found the FOB and then got shot. And we were like, yeah, fucking great, man. That was... And we were like, oh my god. Yeah, excellent patience there. Excellent patience there by Winsky and Trixie. That was amazing, man. Fucking watching paint dry here.
Yeah. We were basically watching like the map get created in our eyes. You know?
Yeah.
Just,
exactly.
So we got 16 tickets for the United States Forces QFF, Queen's Fighting Forces, 91 tickets for the Militia Forces, plus 83 tickets.
Yeah, but I mean they're definitely doing sort of. Oh, never mind. There
Never
goes
mind,
another
yeah,
Humvee.
8 tickets.
Yeah.
8 tickets left, so...
Well,
16 to
technically,
18.
I don't think Jeff's getting revived anytime soon, so theoretically it's 9 tickets, but... still, I mean, they are doing more damage than sort of the Redcoats are doing to them, I would say. But the numbers are a bit false since no one's giving up on QFF side right now. So suddenly, like, because you only lie down for about 2 minutes before bleed kills you.
Yep.
So in, well, less than a minute, I assume, they're going to lose a whole bunch of tickets. Probably 8 is my guess. 7, actually.
Mathematically speaking.
Yeah, so it's...
If I do my calculations correct.
Yes.
I think, Oh my god. Alright, let's have a look at storage. No attack on storage. Yeah, Redcoats are just gonna basically drag this one out.
Yeah.
Just let them bleed slowly. Even though they're not getting the bleed, being Queen's Fighting Force United States, they're just gonna take down individual QFF or Queen's Fighting Force who are sort of rolling out.
Yeah, and I mean, they're holding this sort of concave. Now, a lot of them are dead, but they were trying to do this whole concave where you just trap QFF in and you just squeeze them down.
I'm starting to find we need to get storage back.
And,
so 6 tickets now, 6 tickets remaining for
yeah, and we're...
for Queen's Fighting Force.
And I'm saying less than a minute now before these guys who are dead bleed out, and
Bleed
it
out,
is
and then you're gonna
over,
see.
yeah.
Yeah. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've already counted 5 down.
Yeah, I counted...
Gonna get picked up from medic. Yeah.
Yeah, but they had 8 tickets, and I counted 8 down, so it's like... It's a matter of seconds, really, before they bleed out. Unless their medics have been working overtime. So
I'm not paying you to sit around and do nothing, boy.
No. And it looks like Zim has eyes on the Hab as well.
Oh my god, where is that?
The Hab is
That is
where I am on the map
Exactly,
right here.
yeah.
Yeah, so Zim just chilling
He has
out.
eyes on.
Yeah, he had eyes
And
on. Now he's moving away from the Hab. I think he's just
So
in
Southwest-
horror and disgust. He's...
so- yeah. He actually died and he fell through the map, I think, did he? No. He actually died and
dead.
flew a bit of a distance away there. I think LAT there from Harry. Yep. End up taking down Zim. What are we on? 4 tickets out of 71 tickets for militia forces, and for the United States, 4 tickets for Queen's Fighting Force. And
65 for militia. Wow. So they like
yeah.
because 65 plus 80. That's
120.
yeah. So that's closer to 80. That's actually really
that's
well done in their last 20 tickets.
148. Yeah, 148 tickets. We
Yeah,
are
so
looking
they-
overall at the moment.
Yeah, they're not far off making this a sub 100 game. That's actually really well done.
Let's go.
Yep, and
we're
we are
taking a
looking
front line
at
of the force on
the
this
militia
hill.
now capping storage. Bats, Tazgear, and Welshie Jim are
Yeah.
on the eastern side.
Here comes Cat though, and stopping it.
And Matt Eddy basically saying everyone bandage anyone that's down, so it actually stops the bleed.
Ah, but it does
Ah.
not.
doesn't?
It stops
What?
the bleed, but you will
What?
still respawn after 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
So
that's-
basically that just helps the medic, but you will still
Helps the
bleed
medic
out.
get
Yeah, it will still automatically give up after 2 minutes. I realized this after a while, like not after a while. I realized this, and it was I've been playing for a good 500-600 hours. When I bandaged a buddy, and the medic was way back there, and I'm like, yeah, just hang in there, man. You can't die now. And then the fucker died. And I was like, what?
Fuck you, why'd you give up? Like, I didn't
Yeah.
give up, man.
3 tickets. Jesus
3
Christ,
tickets
they're
remaining.
yeah, they're hanging
Alright.
on tooth
They're hanging
and
on,
nail, man. This is
Tooth and nail.
ridiculous.
This is
I'm-
decent.
Okay, hang on. How many revives do QFF have? They have 68, which I mean it's
292.
yeah, that's not like for an entire team. That's not amazing. I've
And look at
seen
the kills, man. 238 kills for QFF and 241 kills for Redcoats, man.
yeah, that's super
that's,
duper even.
That's good. That is.
Yeah.
Yep. That's 1-to-1, man. What are we at? 2 tickets, 1 ticket.
Oh, there we go.
And
Yeah.
There we go.
That was
58
people who
tickets.
were revived getting shot within the
Hey,
2
we did
minutes
one, man.
grace
It was
period
closer
there.
to the last one.
Yeah, so what are we looking at? We're looking around about
didn't deserve that, like-
130 tickets. if
Yep.
I'm-
130 exactly. Yes,
No
it
worries.
is. So that's actually super duper close there.
That's
Deserve that
good.
at all.
I would
Yeah.
say round 1 was slightly more exciting than round 2. Round 2 ended up being more of a stalemate situation, kind of no one making any progress, sort of. But still really nice matches, and QFF and Redcoats very evenly matched. I did not
yeah.
expect that. I actually thought Redcoats.
Especially with those kills, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
actually
yeah.
thought the Redcoats would dominate this match, but QFF really have stepped up their game since last I saw them. So really impressive.
Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, so you had like round 1, it was pretty even kills. I think that the Redcoats went maybe 30 above them. I think.
Yeah,
kills
30-40, but
they-
that was the last 20
last
minutes of the
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just really weird.
And then you're looking at this match though 1-1 in terms of kills. QFF scoring a few less kills, but man, that's decent in terms of revives. QFF were reviving, I think it's the 60s, around about the 60s,
Yep.
and Redcoats were reviving in their 90s. Okay,
Yeah, so that's 30 tickets right there.
Yep. Yeah.
And-
so, oh man.
And QFF lost a lot of material as well. They lost
Yeah.
a lot of Humvees compared to the techies. I feel like Redcoats just stopped using their techies after a little while, and I hardly ever saw any of those recon vehicles.
No, it was only used once, and I think it was destroyed once on the northeast side of Castle.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Humvee. Yeah, so it got basically destroyed by the Humvee. The Humvee then went back, and then that's where you captured the
Yeah, the
exploding
Humvee
Humvee
exploding.
on the
Yeah,
south
exactly.
side. Yeah, so I think that was the only recon vehicle that the Redcoats used. In terms of techies, I think they might have used 2. I guess the whole game, and then they had the Logi truck they were starting to use, and then that got shot out towards the western side of Castle, where Hawk tried to resupply the western fob on storage, but unfortunately that didn't happen. That gave Queen's Fighting Force a fighting force on Castle, but again it was just the pestering Redcoats, going over to storage, capping that, and it was just basically, let's play catch, Dad. You throw me the ball, and I'll throw you the ball. So yeah, and that's 2 hours. I think 2 hours worth of squad right there, man. That's
2 hours of back and forth.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, it was a good match, I would say, and I also would say to the people who have been watching the video so far, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Congratulations to RIP, by the way. Congratulations to Redcoats. RIP as well. Major congrats to you guys just for being you, but Redcoats just for winning this match.
It's because Redcoat. Oh my God! Now I'm getting Redcoats and Rusty in Places mixed up. But you have Rusty in Places. They're always in either Tactical Tuesday. They're always having a scrim, so that's understandable, man.
Yeah.
Anything with R, you have to just substitute with
yeah, and I mean it's just a matter of time before the Redcoats are just a part of Rusty in Places as well. So they will be assimilated as every other clan. We will just be different subsections of Rusty in Places playing against each other.
So Rusty in Places are the Borg.
Yeah.
Resistance is futile. And
Absolutely.
they'll consume every clan around.
So anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.